Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to a brand new bot for the Leveling Up series. At long last, I've reached level 46 and unlocked the insect leg, so I've quickly thrown together a Walker-Flyer hybrid, just about enough thrust to get it off the ground, and then sadly I ran out of CPU. Originally, this was going to be a rail bot, but since I already had the other weapons on hand, the SMGs, I figured we can make it a little bit more compact if we went with the SMGs. And honestly, I've ran out of RP anyway, so I couldn't buy as many rails as I would otherwise like. The bot is not yet named, so if you have any name suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And there really isn't too much more to say actually about the bot itself, but rather more about the legs. So as most of you already know, but some of you who are new to the game and haven't got the legs yet might not know, the insect legs differ massively from the mech legs. For starters, they have less health, although that's not really that significant, but they don't have the built-in shields, which makes them significantly more vulnerable. To add to this, the mech legs have several different points in which they attach, a lot more attachment points. However, the insect leg only has one. Having two types of leg is going to throw me so much when I'm trying to talk about them. The biggest two benefits, however, which the insect leg does have, is that it is much lighter than the mech leg, and it can climb vertically. It can actually hook into solid surfaces, and thus enable you to transverse a lot of the mountains and such very, very easily. And when it comes to weight, the difference is massive. The insect leg has a mass of 15.6 kilograms, whereas the mech leg has a mass of 29,000 kilograms. So, as you can probably tell, this one's better for making flying hybrids, like the one I've made here. Now, the reason why you'd want to make one of these a flying hybrid and actually bother to add the extra CPU in the form of rudders or aerofoils and then thrusters and all that kind of stuff is that it enables you to transverse the mountains even better. You can go from one position to the other very, very quickly and thus avoid a lot of the enemy's glare and anger, if you're lucky and actually a little bit situationally aware, which I normally am not, but even so, it is a really helpful thing for either running away or simply advancing your position, and tends to get you into the best possible spot for the battle very easily. Well, now that's out of the way, let's get straight into a battle and see how well we can do, and hopefully I might even speak a little bit better in there. And so begins the first battle with the Walker. So I've made a couple of changes before starting the battle, and sadly the battle is already underway. I may have went AFK for a couple of seconds at the start, like all bad players do. And, well, the changes are that the front rudders are now a fair bit further back, so hopefully it doesn't cause any pitching issues, and I've added way more thrusters so that we can actually get a bit of speed up. Right now, though, absolutely no need to fly. If we flew out of here, we'd probably just be absolutely hammered with rail and plasma shots. Now, on the other hand, is a great time to fly, and showing off why flying is a good thing to have on these types of bots. Getting very easily from over there all the way into our next position to hopefully push on their base. If I had to walk all that distance, it would have took a lot longer. Oh lord, they're all here. Do you want to see an easy way to get banned from Robocraft? Look at that bot right there. Why am I taking out things rotors? I don't know. It's the most threatening part of the enemy, obviously. That's a medic, really. If we go for where the legs are, that connection point there, we could actually break the bot in half. Like so. There we go. Almost all the bot just came apart in one shot. That's going to really hurt, and I'm going to lose this, so let's back off. Let's heal up and then try again. I'm pretty happy with how this thing has took damage so far, honestly. Still would definitely prefer it to be a rail, though, so we could stay much further away from the battle. But I'm okay with that. Okay, we are going to stop healing a little bit there, just so we can stop this guy from fully healing up. Perfect. There's that plasma bot, there he is. And there's one last thing here. Fantastic. Have I lost a rudder? No, I haven't. Perfect. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with how this thing flies. It's not quite perfected yet, but that's because I haven't really tried to tweak anything. But yeah. Well, apparently we're not allowed to see the scores, but I feel like I did pretty well. Let's just jump straight into another match and see how we do there. The only thing I really want to change still is we are getting a bit of upwards pitch, and I instantly realised that would happen when I was looking at this thing, so... Wow. And we got a level up! Oh, because we got the victory bonus, isn't it? Okay. And some new shield types, that's fantastic. Along with a bit of extra CPU, also very much fantastic. It'd be nice if this was one further back, however I'm fairly certain that'll clip. Now, you can do this. That would work. Just saying, that would actually work, because the game doesn't really tell the difference between a backwards rudder and a forwards rudder. The problem is I prefer it to be pointing forwards, because it just seems to look a lot better. Okay, with that one further back, it didn't mirror properly. Ooh, it's all flat. Wait. How is that so flat with that one the wrong side? But yeah, that's much better. It's got a little bit of a downwards, but almost none whatsoever. That's actually exactly how I want it, so I think we are going to have to go with it backwards. Did I just forget to mirror that? Was that what I did? Or did it just not revert properly? I don't know. That was just bizarre. Well, either way, we'll put that there. Now they're both in the same place. We'll make it orange like that one, and let's get going into the next battle. They are in the same place, aren't they? Excellent. Kind of look like weird ears. Second battle on a different map. This time, though, hopefully we can go and climb some more and even fly more. As last time, most of the battle, we were pretty much just a walker, which I'm completely fine with. But there's a reason why I added the ability to fly to this thing. Now, what we do need now, since flying is so level, is we need an upwards thruster on the front just to help us with pitching, as our pitching is now a little bit too slow. Apparently I can never quite remember everything. Also, thank you very much to the bot who thought he could kill the rails. A bit of a yeah, he's definitely seeing the funny side of it, talking now in chat. Credit to him. It was a very nice kill for us, though. Thank you very much for the extra RP and hopefully a bit more leveling experience. Ooh. That's a plasma. Okay, let's go for him a little bit. The flak is just there on the ridge somewhere, not quite in sight yet. We are pretty much just long-range SMG, aren't we? That's what we found out today. Oh, including plasma most likely, since he's now found us. Rail. Spot the rail. Uh-oh, lots of SMGs coming around the corner. So we're going to climb up to the top like the true cowards we are. So we can jump over it as soon as they're all round the corner. But until then, can we perhaps get the kill on him? Fantastic. A lot of them are dead, actually. We could very easily win this one. We just need to make sure we don't do anything stupid till then. Don't really want to charge his position right now. Particularly not in the air. But I'm going to do it anyway. I don't want to do it, but I kind of want to do it at the same time. Also, we are damaged. I just thought I didn't stop to heal. Spotted him again. Hopefully he won't notice us. I'm going to try and get as close as possible. Trying to fly while healing is a very bizarre experience, I've noticed. Yeah, we definitely need the upwards facing thrusters at the front. Pitching on this now is very, very slow if the thrusters are online. I wonder if he detected us with his radar. Evidently not. Hello! That was a very nice match indeed. Oh, the scores are completely bugged out at the moment. No idea why. Okay, I'm just going to fit the upwards facing thrusters on the front, and let's see how we do in the future. Also, got the landing in the background. It seems like we're going to be able to test out every single one of the maps at this rate, so the pitching is a little bit better, but still not quite there yet. I only had enough CPU to use the smaller thrusters. There are 2 hidden on the inside, and then 1 on the nose of the bot, so at least now we can fly with a bit more certainty, which does generally help. Okay, at least we can actually see that one. Let's do a bit of damage if we can, try and focus on the plasma. And now, since the SMG is coming so far forward, do a bit of damage to it since our bomber's attacking it as well. See if we can maybe get the kill before we can get back. Yes, we can, even getting the actual kill ourselves. Fair bit of damage done to this one as well. He doesn't seem to have control, as he's kind of veering randomly everywhere from thrusters. That may have been a ski bot we've just killed. Or, well, one of our teammates killed, it seems. I was hoping I'd get the kill there. I was being a bit presumptuous. Presumptuous? Presumptuous. That's the word I'm probably looking for, maybe. Too much long-range SMGing, seriously. Let's see if we can get maybe into the fight now, since most of the enemies have been removed. Using SMGs for their design purpose, a bit of close-range brawling, although, of course, our bot itself, not so much useful for that. There's their rail. Oh, my leg just clipped. That's why a lot of people use the legs on the back rather than on the front, so that they don't have the issue of it clipping quite as much. But I just prefer them on the front, as I find it's a little bit better for climbing. At least in my experience, which is pretty much how I build my bots. Looking up guides? Pfft, no. Personal experience. That's how you do it. And that's why most of my bots have really weird flaws in them. It adds character to the bot, and we've stopped it from healing, the plasma's going to do a lot of damage, it's rectifying, and victory. Well, we probably got quite a few assists, I imagine. I can't really see because the scoreboard's been removed, but either way, let's have a quick look at how many assists we actually got. I know I got 1 kill. Not quite as much experience as last time. Oh, talking is very hard on your throat, isn't exactly feeling very healthy. 38,000 RP, not too bad, and 4 assists yet, not bad in the slightest. Well, what do I want to do? I want more upwards thrust, but what I think I'll do is wait until I level again, then I'll simply add better thrusters on the hidden element here, which would be quite easy, just hollow out this, put better thrusters on, we'll be fine. Another battle, I think? It seems that our luck continues and we get yet another map, which we haven't yet played on. Fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, your Tesla is gone. Oh no, although we are being attacked by a Tesseract. Of course we are. Only a Tesseract can be that aggressive as a plasma. And not be punished for it by the looks of it. Nope, saying that, we are going to hopefully drive it away. We have still got almost all of our guns. So if it comes back up, it will take a lot of damage again. Well done, our little guy. Here comes the Tesla again. Don't want to fire unless I have to. Okay, we'll fire. There we go. Didn't learn his lesson from last time. Just keep him spotted and let him get away. We really need to heal up. Oh, unless he gets back up there, that's fantastic. Hitting things is hard, especially when it's as dodgy as that. There's the Tesseract being obliterated by flak fire. Well, show how sturdy the bot is, if nothing else. Don't think I'm really going to do much else this battle, though. Okay, I'm going to stop healing a little bit early. Actually, no, we're not. We're actually on 100%. Well done, us. Tesla would like to try again. Took out its back section this time, rather than the blades. And down it goes. Oh, rail fire incoming. Let's see if we can get low enough, fast enough. No, we can't. Let's just take the damage. Come on, we're testing how well we can take damage. Thank you very much, sir. Apparently, we can take it a lot better than you can. And another victory. Well, wasn't really the best of battles. We got attacked very early on by a Tesseract, which stopped us. Then we kept getting distracted by a little Tesla thing. But took quite a beating, and that's what I wanted to see. It seems the Robocraft gods are on our side. We are here on the cursed map, which is actually fantastic this time, because it means we have yet another map to test out this bot. Hurrah for that. So I do want to quickly cover one thing. Why do I call this the cursed map? A lot of people have asked me about this, because I keep forgetting not everyone was around when my channel only had 1,000 subs, and, well, Robocraft was very, very new at the time. Back in the day when Robocraft was still Robocraft and men were men and all that other buggery, as I get distracted by the plane. Quite a well-made plane, actually, taking a lot of damage there without actually knocking out the sky. Rail's aiming at us, let's get down. Yeah, back when all that was this map was notorious for being extremely buggy on the top. The top of this mountain was very much the place where a lot of people would meet their demise in terms of getting stuck in crevices or just generally ramming into things which weren't even there. And because of that, I had a lot of bad luck on here, more so than most, I think. I feel like I had the worst ability at actually avoiding these problems. Even when I knew where they were, I would end up getting stuck somewhere, almost every battle. And so it became the cursed map. Also, I'm very bad at telling tales when I'm being attacked, apparently. Lesson learned! Why am I doing so... Oh, I know why, because this is a different battle class. They have the better shields and the better weapons than in the last couple of battles, which wouldn't have flak, and that explains why there's 2 flak on our team. So if you want to know what battle class you're in, when you first start a match, if you look at the top, it will say, I think, either just class or battle class, something out of something, or something to something. If you're on 8 or above, that's when you're looking at flak and stuff like that. I think 8 goes to about 15k, or it could be 10k, I can't remember, something like that ranking. And as such, in this battle, we're against very, very scary things with a lot of health. Which explains why that aeroplane had so much health on its wings. I was thinking, this is SMG fire on wings. No matter how well you design your bot, if I'm hitting your wing, it should be breaking. But of course, they could have a very high-end wing, and I'm only using the SMGs I actually have access to. Still survive a lot of attacks, which is nice. Still think this thing would do better as a plasma or a rail, though. In fact, I'm certain it would do better as a... Hey, that wasn't nice. I was going to say as a plasma, then I almost got hit by plasma. Haha! I am an interceptor. This is surprisingly well handled. No, surprisingly well, actually. Well done, bot. I'm proud of you. One enemy over there. Oh, being devastated then by flak fire. It's an SMG, I think. Not sure what type of SMG, but definitely an SMG. Yeah, that's a much higher end SMG than ours. I just saw it. Okay. Well, that explains why the plane was taking so many SMG shots to the face. I'm very proud of this little bot right now. It's not the best bot. It has a lot of room for improvement, but it's working. Pitch is down a little bit now, naturally, which I'm not too happy with either. Getting the pitch right on these takes a lot of practice and testing. Just going into the test mode, coming out, changing a bit, figuring out where everything is. Oh, I want to see the score! I feel like I did so well! We got 3 kills. I just saw it at the end there. How many assists? We got 3 kills, 3 assists, and 85,000 RP. Well, that's how much RP you get when you're in that type of battle. Excellent. Oh, our ranking is actually much higher than I thought it was. Is it the legs? Yes, it's the legs that are doing it. Okay. I would like the SMG to be upgraded then. When is the next SMG upgrade? Oh, really soon. No wonder I'm up against people with the better SMGs. Look, it's right there. So we'll get the Vaporizer very, very soon. Okay. I think one last battle because I'm having a lot of fun with this thing, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll go about trying to make this thing a little bit better. I will upload it onto the shop now, in its current state, in case anyone wants to upgrade it their own way, and then we'll change it off camera and come back to it later, hopefully better. For now, we'll just call it Flies. Because it flies and it's... No, it's lasers now, isn't it? Laser Flyer! Well, that's amazing, isn't it? It flies. It shoots lasers. It has legs. Yay! Smiley face. So if anyone would like it there, it will have a proper name next time. And that was a lot of RP to upload that. Wow. Still, I still haven't had issues of RP yet. Actually, no, the first issue I had was not being able to afford the rails, but honestly, I wouldn't have had the CPU for it either, so there we are. And if I didn't have all of these bots and just kept the same one, I definitely would have had enough RP, so... onwards to the last team deathmatch. Next time, I'll probably try and do a battle arena. Nope, sadly, after trying to get into a game 3 times and being weirdly removed from the queue, it seems like the game's going into maintenance, or it's just bugging out at the moment, which certainly would explain the weird score screens we've been seeing so far today. So that's where I'm going to end it. It also seems like we already have 20 minutes of video, so it should be okay. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then of of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Next time, like I was just saying, I will be upgrading the bot off camera and will be sending it into a couple of battle arenas, hopefully with the next level of lasers, or SMGs, or whatever the kids call it these days.